AAK regard quality as the highest principle of hygienic valve manufacturing. Why? For a hygienic valve manufacturer, if you produce hygienic valve standard parts like your peers without differentiation, you can only rely on superior quality to make the market. I think this is also the mandatory technical indicator of hygienic valve manufacturing industry. The first thing for a hygienic valve manufacturer is quality positioning. AAK asks our engineers, workshop directors, technicians, even apprentices to have the quality awareness of benchmarking the global first-line hygienic valve brands. At least, surpassing the quality of domestic first-line hygienic valves in China. Otherwise, you are not suitable for the hygienic valve production at AAK. If you don't get the masterly skill, really masterly, you are not qualified to enter the hygienic valve market. With masterly skill, you have the confidence to produce orders for hygienic valves from the world's top 500 enterprises. 质量, also known as 品质, is both quality in English. It's some confusion that why some hygienic manufacturers have no differentiation. And the quality and technical indicators are strong neither. What do they depend on to win the world? Unless you cheat. Each industry has its own quality standards. It's the same that each enterprise has its own quality standard, and the product quality is different among different peers. This is the quality positioning. The positioning of AAK hygienic valves is to benchmark the global first-line hygienic valve brands. In recent years, AAK has never wanted to recruit new engineers because it's very difficult to change an engineer's cognition, which takes 18 months, and it will take another 18 months for him to practice it. Totally 3 years, but maybe he left in the second year, seeing something that he thought he was right. The manufacturing of hygienic valves is exquisite. These characteristics is in the upstream of the manufacturing quality. Materials, key parts, manufacturing equipment, etc. It needs long-term investment, continuous tracking, and the awareness of excellence, which is also the embodiment of the craftsman's spirit. No matter how iterative the technical cycle of the hygienic valve is, your skills must not age, the craftsman's spirit must not be lost, and the masterly skill must be really masterly. The road of quality is just like practice Buddhism or Taoism. The practice of good people has to go through thousands of risks and obstacles, same as the difficulty of 80 adventures experience before Tang Shanzhang finally got the real Buddhist scripture. In the first few years of AAK hygienic valves, we had to take a detour. There are a lot of south walls to hit, pits to fall, and tuition fees to pay. Maybe this is the growth of AAK. Growth is as painful as death, and the essence is also the same as death. It means the disappearance of old quality standards and the birth of new quality standards. Accept it, face it, then we can constantly upgrade and grow into what we expect. AAK hygienic valves Quantity is the highest principle.